Hey, this is Life with Sean Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This is Lady Stalks You Over Your BD, Your Baby Daddy, part 2 and 3. And I'll do some my thoughts in between and at the end of the video. Alright, let's watch the video. Part 2 on how a girl started stalking me over my baby daddy. So, mind y'all, I said I'm going to work or whatever. He picking me up. He going to be with her. All this good stuff. So this girl is steady. Like, days have passed. Like, okay, I get it. You text the other girl. It should have been dead a day ago. This girl every day is continually posting about me. Every single day, y'all. So I'm just like, you need to say something to her. So he's like, oh, I told her, the girl wanted to fight me while I was pregnant. Mind y'all, I'm not a fighter. I'm not gonna fight you. So the girl, she started going on and on. He's like, I told her, she need to stop, bro. I ain't even trying to talk to her. Y'all, the girl was sending me messages basically saying how he was at her house the night before. And I knew she wasn't lying because she was like, he locked his keys in my car. He locked his keys in his car at my house. He did tell me that the next day. He was like, I locked my keys in the car. And he was like, my brother had to help me come get the keys out. So I'm like, okay, she's not lying about that. And she was like, he got this little cross hanging up in the window. She's not lying about that. You're nothing but the devil. Why do you have the cross in the car? But she told me all that. So I'm like, this girl's not lying. So she was sending me messages, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, I'm not tripping. Like, you can have him. I don't care. So this girl's like, yeah, I'm pregnant. So he finna have 2 babies on the way. Girl, I don't care. I only got to take care of 1. I don't care if he had 50 million. That's just me. But she was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. She was never pregnant, y'all. She just wanted to have a baby on the way by him. Why? I don't know. There's nothing to hoop and holler over. But so she did all that, y'all. So one day I'm at work. After days of this girl constantly blowing my phone up, constantly texting me, constantly harassing me, this girl get on live again. She's on live on Facebook. This girl is telling people, she got another phone, she's showing people my picture. Mind you, the people on her page doesn't know me. We're from 2 different cities and it's not far apart again, but she don't know me. So the people like, who you talking about? So I go down her page, y'all. She arguing with another girl about another dude just a day before. So it's like you arguing with multiple women about other dudes that don't even belong to you. So she on live, she's like, y'all know this girl, she a hoe, y'all. You don't know. What are you and I'm laughing because, like, have you ever heard something just so outrageous about yourself? You just like, how did your mind even process that? So this girl proceeds to, she on live. I go in the back and I'm watching the live. This girl is on there. She called the hospital and she said, do y'all know such and such? She said my name. She's like, do y'all know such and such? And it was like, no ma'am, we don't have a patient here, by that name. And if we did, we wouldn't be able to release any information over the phone. She's like, oh, I just think y'all need to send an ambulance to get her because she got AIDS. She got all these type of diseases. Like, this girl never seen me, never even knew I existed until she found my stuff in his car. So she on live calling the hospital, like playing little kid games, like saying little stuff like that. So I'm still not responding. So my best friend seen it and she sent it to me. So then I click on it and I'm like, bro, girl, you need to grow up. So he steady saying like, oh, I'm telling her to chill. She ain't chilling, da 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 da. So a couple months go by and I guess he ended up talking back to the girl again. How could you, want to, babe, I'm a break over. But how could you want to, lay down with somebody who just said they hope your child die? I don't know. I would never, ever understand that. But, okay, so I guess they started back talking or whatever. So she feel like she won. They back on the same little stuff again. So she's steady bothering me again. So he was like, I'm telling her, you're not a fighter. You're not going to do this. You going to, end up taking her to court. So I'm like, you're exactly right. Criminal justice major. I'm not about to play with you. So I started telling her, like, girl, you need to chill out. Like, I'm in school. I'm finna graduate. I ain't on that type of time. Like, if you want to have him, you can have him. So she was like, oh, you right. I should have never did that. I came at you wrong. I'm glad you was a woman about it. Y'all, the girl still bothered me. She never stopped. So basically, I ended up going to the courthouse because, you can take out a warrant on somebody, go to court and, determine if a warrant is needed to be issued. So I go to the courthouse. Mind you, I used to work at the courthouse. So I go and I tell the judge what's going on. And when I tell the judge what's going on, he was like, okay, just get her address and we'll serve her. Oh, why this girl don't get it. Like, you over here stalking this girl over what? Over a whole man? Like, is it really that serious? to be honest. Like, and then now she's got to take out, like, basically charges on you or a restraining order on you because you keep bothering her over someone else. That's crazy. Let's watch part 3. Part 3 on how this girl started stalking me over my baby dad. So I needed the address, y'all. I didn't know how to get the address. Like, I knew she lived maybe 20, 30 minutes from me, but I had no way of getting this girl address. And if I didn't get the address, I wouldn't be able to go through with the court thing because they had to send her the court document or serve her or whatever. Guess who gave me the address? He gave me her address, y'all. And that's how you know men be playing both sides. Like, he trying to stay in good standings with me, but when I went through his phone, he was still texting her. And she was sending him videos of him and her, like, laying in the bed, chilling, smoking together, everything. All lovey-dovey. And then she ended up posting the video on Snapchat, too. So he went off on her in the text message. He was like, in the text messages, and he was like, I told you to never post me on your social media. Like, you need to delete that. I'm not playing with you. Like, you know, he went in. She sent all these long paragraphs back about how he wrong for how he doing her. It hurt her feelings, which I guess she had every right to feel that way because as a woman, you know, I understand that. Why are you playing with my feelings if you knew you was talking to somebody else and had a baby on the way? But what did that have to do with me? So, okay, she ended up deleting the stuff off Snapchat, and I guess that made her even more mad with me, which I didn't have nothing to do with. Like, he saw her post on Snapchat before I even saw it. So when I seen it, I never said nothing. I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, you know, sis doing her big one. So after that, I get the address. The judge said he gonna send out the paper and stuff. She's still trolling, like, on Facebook and on Snapchat. So she ended up saying something on Snapchat about me, and I had enough. So I was like, okay, sis. And I slid up and I said, see you in court. She's like, oh, I ain't coming to court. You can't tell me. Like, just popping it again. So I sent her a picture of my court paper that had both of our name on it with the date, the time, and all of that. I sent that to her, and I saved it on Snapchat, like in our messages. I saved it. And she was like, I'm not coming to court. You know, still talking, saying she's not coming. So I saved that, too. And I said, little do you know, I have proof that you did see it. Because she was trying to say, she's like, I'm not coming to court because y'all sent, you trying to be funny and you sent it to my mama's house, but I don't even stay there no more, blah, blah, blah. So that's when she seen it and I saved it. And that's when I was like, oh, yeah, so you can't say you haven't seen it. So if you don't show up, either way, you're going to have a warrant issued for you. So that's when she was like, okay, bet, you want to play? You know, so that's when she hyped up some more, went on Facebook talking. So I left the situation alone, y'all. So we wait on the court date, and I think we ended up having our gender reveal in the meantime, like waiting for court. So with the gender reveal, we had it at this building, you know, and we recorded it, and I posted it on Facebook for the people who wasn't able to come. So she ended up laughing at it. Like, you know how you can react on the Facebook post? She ended up laughing at the post. So I'm asking her, like, you know, what's the issue? Some of my family members asking, like, what's funny? You know, we're trying to see what's going on. She said something about, oh, I just find it funny how he's sitting up there smiling, happy about a baby. He was saying he didn't want, and he said he wanted a son, but you having a daughter, so I don't see why he's so happy, blah, blah, blah. Like, this girl is delusional at its finest. So she started going back and forth, and I'm not really, like, saying much, but if I do say something, it ain't, like, nothing bad to her. So I didn't block her because I'm like, okay, I want to keep adding up to this evidence, like adding on evidence, everything that I can get. So when I go to court, I can literally show the judge everything. So, okay, she steady talking. I'm screenshotting everything. I'm saving everything. And I wish I had my old phone, y'all. I'm going to try to find the messages. If I can find some, I'm going to post it in the video because I don't know how to do the green screen stuff. So, and I'm trying to make this the last part because I don't want to do 50,000 parts. But, okay, so the day before court, a day or two before court, she posted on Facebook. She was like, oh, y'all, this girl taking me to court about our man. And she was like, I ain't going to jail. Like, her friends laughing. Everybody laughing on the post. She's just like a key and joking and stuff. And she was like, how y'all think I'll look in an orange jumpsuit? Like, y'all, is that going to look good on me? Are they going to let me keep my lashes? Like, you know, saying all of this crazy stuff. Still ain't saying nothing. So we get ready to go to court, y'all. We go to court. We get in there. I got everything. Like, I got everything printed out. I got a folder. Like, you would think I'm the lawyer. So I got a folder of everything she done said. So I knew the judge because I used to work there when I was younger. So he called me by my nickname. He like, Shy, you know, tell me what's going on. So I'm telling him what's going on.
And I give him the folder. He looking at it. He reading it. Her Facebook name at the time wasn't her like government name. So he asked her like, "Is this your social media account?" So she was like, "Yeah." So I guess she didn't know like that I had all of that stuff printed out. So he was like, "Is this your social media account?" She was like, "Yeah." And mind you, y'all, they had to started back messing around again, and I found out. So it was like even more messier on his half. Like, you still dealing with somebody that wish death on your child. But that just goes to show you the type of person that he is. But okay, so we in court and the judge like, is this your social media? She was like, yeah. So I'm explaining to him what's going on, telling him like for months this girl has been harassing me, lying, posting pictures of me, like just literally getting on my nerves. Like she just won't leave me alone over a man that I'm not even technically in a relationship with no more. Like we just got a baby on the way at this point. So she go and start trying to do a whole guilt trip and say, "Oh, I was just hurt. I didn't mean none of this stuff. I was just joking." And he was like, "No, you don't joke about somebody's livelihood. Like you don't post jokes and say somebody got AIDS and stuff like that. Especially you don't even know me from a can of paint to be saying that I got AIDS. And if I had AIDS and you say you sleeping with him and you say you got a baby on the way, if 1 + 1 = 2, oh okay. So the judge was like, "No, you don't do that." So she just going on and on telling her story. And the judge was like, he asked me, he said, "Do you feel like he need to be here, as in my baby daddy?" So I'm like, no, like, I just want her to leave me alone. Like, I got him under control with that situation. Like, I know how to handle him. I know how to tell him basically, like, it is what it is. We co-parents and this going to be this. But it's her. Like, she will not leave me alone. Okay, so he looked at me and he was like, "What do you want to do?" He's like, "I got enough evidence to issue a warrant at this point." He's like, "This is ridiculous. Like, I can issue a warrant." So she's looking at me, the judge looking at me, and I thought about all the stuff you had done said about my child. I thought about all the stuff you were saying on Facebook, like, everything. So I said, I want to go forward with it. So he's like, okay. And he issued like 2 or 3 warrants. He issued 2 or 3 warrants, told the bailiff or the sheriff or whoever, go ahead and take her to the jailhouse. And you got booked that same exact day. Because you think everything is a joke. And I'm not, I guess all of them other girls was letting you like troll them and they wanted to fight you, y'all trying to meet up. I'm not going to do that. I got stuff to lose. At this point, like I was in college, I was about to graduate, get my degree. I was in the process of getting my own apartment, like, so me and my kid can be straight. But yeah, so I got stuff to lose. I'm not finna keep arguing with somebody I don't even know. So, child, she mad, she looking crazy, and I think she stayed in jail for like a couple days, and she ended up bonding out. And she made a post about it on Facebook about how she was in jail. She's like, "I never want to do that again." Blah blah blah. But y'all, that's basically my story time. Like a year or so later, the DA did reach out to me and say like our main court date was coming up and asked me did I want to continue with the charges, but I was just like no. Like I hadn't heard from her and I was basically done with my baby daddy, so I was like no. Hopefully she learned her lesson by now, and I don't want to keep going back and forth to court about something I basically wasn't even worried about. But y'all, I'm married now. Me and my husband got a house, we got a new baby. Like we living our best life. But let me know if y'all want to know some more crazy story times about my baby daddy, because I have a lot of them. Like I really went through pure hell during my pregnancy with him, literally. All right, last little part. Those messages was from one of her pages that she was messaging me on. I don't know why it won't show like what she was saying. I guess either the page got took down or something, but I couldn't find the other pages. But yeah, that's like some of the messages. And one part where I was telling her like, you laughed at my gender reveal video, what I was telling y'all about. And down where it say March, like she had been trolling at this point from like December until March, like nonstop. And that's what I'm telling her, like, bro, you are annoying.
That man is toxic. He's so toxic. He doesn't realize how toxic he was. And on top of it, he kept playing the field like being with you and then being with her. And then even though y'all like cut it off and decided not to be together anymore, and he's over here laying down with her, and then 2 minutes later with you, and then it's just crazy how some men can just sit there and think it's okay to just do that to a woman, to having your baby. And then the one that's stalking you, she's crazy because she thinks you're not going to do it. She getting in fights over men that are not even hers. She not with nobody, but she just fighting over some dude. there's something going on up here in the head. Like, if you don't want to be with that person, or you want to be with that person, you just tell it like it is. And if the person don't want to be with you, you move on to the next one. I don't know what y'all think about this video. This was the last finale of it all. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how y'all feel. Love to hear it and see it. This is Life with Shauna, and I'm out. Bye.